What if your battery dies?
Are we live? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the showcase show questionnaire will now begin. We'll proceed with the press conference ASAP. Please silence all cell phones. Introducing Jack Glazier from the showcase show administration.
All right, thank you for coming here. We're filming this for posterity to legally address the press conference that I'm about to have. All right, let's get straight to business here of opening remarks and say that I know it's been a while since the first show, which before that was many months before the show after that, and I promised monthly shows after each one. Well, let's open my remarks with this. Comedy and art is not free, and we have no money, so there. All right, can I get to the first question?
Yes, could you be much less tall for the camera?
All right, if we're going to start things this way, I mean, how do I expect to go on with the rest? Okay. No. All right, next question, please. Next question. Okay, second question?
Yeah, why hasn't there been a show every month as planned?
Well, I can't talk about the specific reason behind that, but if you'll be voting on it this November, so it's going to be important. All right, can I move on? Next question? Yes, yes.
Have there been any major changes to the format?
Yes. Unfortunately, due to budget cuts and extreme personal hate, I have had to excise Michael Vanderpoel from the production, former sidekick, and replace him with cheap Danish knockoff, Niels Hoffenschroep.
Jason Button.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can we move on? Move on to the next question, please.
Yeah,
Yes, get this over with. Yeah.
Are you actually homeless, or do you just choose to present yourself as such?
I think the answer to that should be pretty obvious to anyone who would really care to answer that. Okay, one more question. Yes, yes.
Yeah, don't you think opening the show with an extended question and answer bit is a pretentious waste of time?
Live from New York, it's Saturday night!
It's the showcase show. With Jack Glazier. Jack Glazier. Jack Glazier. Jack Glazier. Jack Glazier. Jack Glazier. Jack Glazier.
Right. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. This is the second showcase show ever. We're doing it live from New York, as it stated in the intro, like nothing else before. We're just, we're so excited to be doing it again. We wanted to run through a quick lineup of the guests. We have a great selection of artists, performers, educators, movers and shakers. It's a collection of people who I could not be more thrilled to have here. It's going to be a little bit shorter of a show than last time. We're doing a little bit more by the seat of our pants. 4 performers dropped out, which is, I don't know if there could be, that's more than half, so that's just like basically a whole show. And we're kind of picking up the pieces we go through. We don't let anything slow us down here at the Showcase show with me, Jack Showcase, which is my name for the show, but also in real life. These working at all? This is, see that we have a nice setup here. This is, capturing enough. Okay, game's there. So, without much further ado, I think it's time to get to our first guest. She is a local artist from, we had some barroom business going on in the audience here. We, a lot of drinking. We encourage it, this show. It's the way to get through it. But first guest is a great local artist and comedian, or comedy writer, works at MTV. Would really like to welcome Hannah Vanderpoel.
That was my favorite song, so, it's called
Actually.
That was my favorite song. It's called I Just Haven't Met You Yet by Michael Bublé. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. So that was my favorite song. I think it's good because it's upbeat and very positive, which is it's always nice and a good change for like an artist to be that way. It's actually just a really positive spin on what's essentially just a desperate display of loneliness. Hats off to you, Canada's Billy Joel and Canada's Josh Groban in one man. Now you guys know something about me, which is good. I think it's good to start with offering something about yourself when you're dealing with people, because then you just, you set things up for sharing things between each other. That's how you build all relationships, friendships, everything. I always like to just offer something right away when I first meet someone, because then it's kind of like, how in the Boy Scouts, if you get to like a high enough level of Boy Scoutery, I think it's like Eagle Scout. Like when you're young, then you can just go into the Army on the second level already. I think that I like to do that with friendship. Just bring us right to, sergeant level of friendship. Won't you join me up here? The connection is good. Does anyone here get a thrill out of canceling plans with their people? Oh my gosh, guys, it's so good. It's like literally an orgasm on heroin. Right? Now, I would obviously never do an orgasm during sex. That is extreme. But, it is good. So, anyway, there's nothing else that feels better than disappointing a friend, literally for no reason. It's kind of stressful, though, right? Because when you do it, you have to send them a cancellation text, and you're like, oh God, what am I going to say to be like, this is legit cancellation? So my second question here, has anyone here ever gotten written notes on a piece of work that you've written? No. Has anyone here gone to school ever? Right, so you probably have been noted on something you've written. I write every day for my job, and I get lots of notes. So I thought, what would it be like if I had a cancellation text that got noted as many times as anything else, like an essay or anything I've written? So this is a piece that I wrote. We'll see how it translates to live. It's called An Excuse to Cancel Plans in 27 Workshops Drafts. The steps to creating the perfect cancellation text, according to the author and her editor, who is also the author. Here we go. This is for the page, you guys, not for live, so I'll do my best. Draft 1. Hey there, I'm not feeling well tonight. Is there any chance we can reschedule? Editor's note. This is a great start. I think we should stay true to this with a couple of minor tweaks. So you're canceling plans, so maybe we could beef up the apologetics. You've got a conscience to keep clear, remember. Okay, draft 2. Hey, I'm so sorry, but I'm not feeling well tonight. I know it's like a huge burden, but is there any possible way we could do another day? Editor. Okay, this is so close, but let me challenge you as an exercise to have a specific disease that you can throw in for an extra dose of authenticity. Draft 3. I am so sorry. I think I have food poisoning specifically or something. Any chance that we could do like any other night? I am so sorry. Thank you so much again. Peace be with you. Editor. That's closer. Remember that the hallmark of editorial dishonesty is lack of detail. So what's really going on? Think about a backstory. Where did this food poisoning come from? Where did it happen? When? What did you eat? How did it taste? Can you sound more sure of this diagnosis? Because you said probably, but people who have food poisoning usually know that they're ill. All right, draft 4. So, okay, weird. I definitely caught food poisoning from a lobster roll that I ate from a street cart in Queens, the south part of Queens, at like 11:52, give or take, Greenwich Mean Time. A yellow bug drove past me at the exact moment that I purchased that item, which I paid for on my Discover card, and I'm now vomiting like radioactive green, almost a yellow. I'm doing it in a toilet in my apartment on 137th Street. Anyway, can we reschedule? Because if I don't respond later, it's because my head's in the toilet. Okay, The illness angle, it's reading a little verbose. Let's simplify. Can you keep the food poisoning, loving that, but switch it from your own purview? Draft 5. So my mom caught food poisoning and I went to take her to the hospital because I guess that's just the kind of person I am. So let's try for another night. Okay, this is great. The family angle is giving it real gravitas. I would love to see more agency of why this is so serious. Can we up the stakes a little more? Draft 6. Terrible news. My mother has died of food poisoning. Can we arrange that for a time after the funeral and once I have adequately mourned? Okay, now this is veering into melodrama. Can we finesse the mother character a bit just to make it, a little more readable, realistic? Draft 7. Weird news. My mom died. Yeah, we were never that close. So it's kind of fine, but there's stuff to deal with. So I probably can't do tonight. Maybe next week, just definitely not tonight. Editor. Okay, on second thought, let's kill the mother character. It just feels overplayed in this industry. You used your mother as an excuse last week when you canceled Cocktails with Jen. And what if Jen and Miss Friend talk? Let's just find a new, more obtuse death victim, but I'm loving rain and checked as language. Draft 8. So my pet cockatiel is dead after being caught in the rain. When I checked her pulse, 100% dead. It was very traumatic. I'm triggered. Can we possibly reschedule once I've cremated her, sojourned to her native Jamaica, spread her ashes, returned, and gotten my house in order? Editor. Okay, well now I'm interested in this house. Let's focus on that. Draft 8. I've got a house. Can we reschedule? Editor. We need to add a cliffhanger. Draft 9. My house, it's burning. I have it though. Are you free Thursday? Editor, closer, let's add some detail to support this and convey its reality. Draft 10. My house is burning and my pet cockatiel, who you may have met, is inside. So is my invalid, food poisoning-stricken mother. We are all about to pass out from smoke inhalation. I'm also feeling kind of tired today. Work's been crazy. I'm so sorry to inconvenience you, but can we move tonight to next week? Also, please send help. Editor. Okay, on second thought, I'm just not believing this anymore. It's competing with itself. Why don't we just say what's really going on? You know, research is telling me that authenticity is incredibly sellable right now. Draft 11. Hey, so like, just being real, I have nothing against you. You're fine. I just really would rather watch Shark Tank and eat leftover pad thai that I have in my house. So can we just like do this like Friday? Editor, less honest. Maybe you make up like an emotional lie. Think about this, really play with it. If you were you, what emotional ploys would you most like to hear from you? Draft 12. Hey, I'm really tired and also frankly not feeling my best emotionally speaking. I just sort of have been wanting to stay in and eat leftovers recently, and I think it has a lot to do with my recent breakup with Ron. I just have not been feeling sexy. I have not been feeling like a strong, confident, self-accepting woman. So could we rain check for a time, TBD, when I'm feeling more body positive? Editor, great dimension with the Ron plotline. Ron has not tested well with literally anyone. This is juicy, and it will make people that you know reticent to want to ever reschedule. So can we push this farther to ensure that literally nobody ever calls you again? 13. Okay, hi, so I'm not feeling great, and I'm fatigued, and also my boyfriend dumped me, and also my family members are all dying, and did I tell you that my pet bird is possessed by satanic witches, and it turns out that those satanic witches are living in this one Tupperware of old pad thai that I didn't eat on time, and now I'm scared to open it because it's been so long, and also if I don't sing them lullabies every night, they have told me that they will burn down my home and curse me with infinite loneliness, and it turns out that I can only sing these lullabies at the exact time we schedule plans for, so long story short, I'm not sure I can do tonight, nor any really night ever in the future, but can we please fake agree on an open-ended date that I can passively never follow through on? I'm so sorry. Thank you. I love you. Peace be with you. Namaste. Editor. Okay, so now that I've done a reread, I'm liking that just first line is sort of a short option. You know, as the French who are you, who is me say, less is more. You will have very few details to support that way, which will give you more time to focus on Shark Tank. Draft 14. Hi, I'm not feeling great tonight. Any chance we can reschedule? So sorry. Let me know.
And that's it.
Thank you. Oh no, if you would like to take a seat, please. Thank you so much for doing that.
Welcome.
Thank you. That was
long.
no.
Sorry.
No. This could not be a more loose setting right now, and that was a no. The first show we had, it had a long act, and you definitely know when something is long. And
Why don't people interrupt on those acts? They should just say.
Well, like
Stop
people
it.
actually get. I don't know. Maybe just
We should all be honest with each other.
We should. Yeah, I know. It's just really be like, hey, just be a little less.
You don't have a future in show business.
Yeah, cut down to the part of it. Yeah, exactly. Just what it is. But that was something you had written. Is that online somewhere? Like, is that?
Maybe it will be someday.
Oh, okay. Oh, so this is not even the premiere of this.
Yes, world
Oh,
premiere.
wow. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. But that was so good. That's why I thought this must have been scooped up before, but no. This is. I'm honored to because everyone can relate to that. Like the excuses we have to give, rather than being honest about like, hey, like it's just like I'm just not feeling it.
Has
like,
anyone ever been mad? Do you think anyone's ever been mad? Have you ever canceled on someone and you're like, oh, they're really mad? Like, and I'm not talking about like things that you know you can't cancel on, but like casual catch-ups with friends.
I do, yeah, because I figure like it's not the first time I've ever done stuff like this. Not always that's the case, but like there are people who I've canceled multiple times on, and that's when I go like, oh, so I'm definitely like a piece of shit. Like, you know, if you do it more than one time to a person, I immediately think that they are just like, oh wow, like they're blowing me off, like to like me, and then like
They can't fire me, I quit. Like,
that level of just like completely scorched earth. I just assume that every time, but like there's no like ability I have in me to really be like, because I feel like it's almost somewhat like rude, but especially also done over text message.
Right.
If you're doing this aren't phone calls anymore.
No.
Like, that's an emergency. That's like it's like
someone better be dead if you're calling me.
Dead or like someone needs money now, like now.
Like for gang related.
Exactly. But like no, everyone like feels that way. But I can't just. I feel like if I said that way, like, hey, I'm just not tonight, or like I don't really feel like hanging out.
Do you think people would be mad about that?
No, I don't think they would. I think a lot of it is just us being too overly like, look, I don't want to risk it. I'm like, so let me just make this thing up.
That's true.
But then I do it enough times in my life to where it's like, what is real and what is not? Like, when am I ever like not like
believing your own lies?
Because there are times when I'll eat a meal and after like I'll just feel like a little like,
Precautionary
let me just
measures.
the slightest bit like I might have just like a little bit of bloat from that, but you know what? Let's call on the safe side. Like this could get way worse, and I don't want to, I don't want to subject anyone. I gotta call it off.
There are people who do that with their jobs too.
Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, well, I would not say that I'm not guilty of sowing the seeds so early about like if I want to like leave early or something like that.
Oh God.
Or, just like no. Like people, it's so easy to go up and be like, I feel awful. Can I go home right now? That looks like bullshit. No. You have to do the earlier. You're all hanging out at lunch, and you're just like. I have this headache. I just like, I don't know, like, do you have any aspirin? Ask for aspirin. Ask someone to go get you aspirin.
Yeah, maybe
keep that for later. Pocket it.
Maybe like one of these. These are
very, someone says something to you and you're like,
my sinuses.
Yeah, like you can't even listen to them. You're just like, I'm sorry. It's just, it has to get worse. There has to be the gradual.
Your voice has to get softer.
Exactly. Oh, it's the little like, I just don't even want to risk like, oh, I'm too faint. Like, please. Yeah, right. It's too much for me. I can't.
Do real sick people act that way?
I think we're only accustomed to fake sick at this point. There is.
I
think real sick is getting actually ill at work and being like, oh no, you have to.
Like
leave.
unless you're projectal vomiting.
Yeah, right. It's otherwise like you're fine. You could be here for the rest of it, but it's just like, no, you are. Yeah, I am. I consider myself pretty adept at doing that at this point. Which is.
You gotta spice it up. You gotta be like, I'm so sorry tonight. It's illness that no one has ever had.
Oh, I have absolutely kept a little list and then like gone on like WebMD and I'm like, what's like a sore throat and maybe like an upset stomach and like
hard,
Because
then you gotta be like, there's some where you have to be like, did I now invent like a chronic condition that I have to keep up with?
Yeah, no, it's sometimes you go into the lie too far, but you can always just work your way out by just lying more.
Lying more.
You dig yourself out the hole with more lies, and eventually you'll land on something.
That's how OJ did it. That's how
If you dig a hole of lies enough, you'll just reach the end point. You just dig your way down to China. Yeah, you're fine. Oh, you're clear now. They don't have any, no extradition there.
There's no problems there.
No. I think everything.
A lot of food poisoning, though. So
be alert. Stay away from it. That's a note to everybody. But you work at MTV.com. Is that right?
It's a cable channel.
It's a cable channel. Oh, okay.
But yes, they have a .com.
They do. Online articles for music television.
I don't write articles for music television, but I do work in their editorial.
Editorial, okay.
Their brand editorial.
For like stuff that they're doing with other, with like branded content.
Yeah, it's like all the short form on air content.
Okay. Yeah. So they do some stuff.
And commercials and for their like ad campaigns also for their shows and.
Right. Yeah. Is there anything you worked on recently that actually seems like something like any new thing they're doing that's actually?
Oh, I don't know. MTV's pretty cool these days, guys.
No. I mean, I've respected them for at least how do you stay when you're a music video channel.
Yeah,
and as soon as when YouTube was created, what do you do? Unless you become YouTube TV, it's you need to carve a new path.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of weird because MTV is actually still very, very popular. It's just not with people our age.
Okay.
So like,
yeah.
but it's actually so interesting because you know how you have your your Facebook is linked up to your job, so like, you know, and then your Facebook is linked up to if you're on online dating sites of any kind. So for a while, I was on online dating, and it says that I work at MTV on like the page or whatever profile. You can't control it. Like literally, the '1 introduction message was like a neg based off where I work. It was like, oh, you work at MTV? Like, are they still around? Like,
Oh yeah.
oh, well,
yeah.
I'd love to have sex with you now. Thank you. Like, yes. Like, I don't know who decided that was a good idea, but people like to hate on it.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's the easiest joke to make, but like, you know, they actually have done stuff. I remember they brought back Beavis and Butthead, and that was the thing where it's like,
bring it all back.
right, exactly. And these things they did were like, oh, legitimately, they were actually doing stuff that was like really good and outside, just rather than just like.
I wish
music
they did it
videos.
more. Like,
Yeah.
I think they're trying to get back, so we just are working on the VMAs now.
Oh yeah, like that's the yeah.
big thing for the summer, and I think that we're gonna get back to that a little bit.
Good. Oh man, hey, that's exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Do you have anything like to plug at all? Like anything like that you do, or any sort of?
That's my day job.
Okay. Yeah. yeah.
I'm a cartoonist. That's
Right, and I've seen
your.
your. Yeah, I really like your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to bring some today, but I did not do that.
It did not work out. We're trying to do it more. We're back in Lincoln Center, which is a very cool, super high-end venue. But it's also not. There's a lot. Like, there's also movies playing around us too, so people might poke their head in looking for like, is this Let the Sunshine In? Like they're looking for like a romantic comedy in France. But we want to do an actual venue where we could actually put up artwork and have a lot of, actually make it more, just open to other kinds of,
Be clear, that's
art.
my fault for not printing is the hardest thing to do.
Oh yeah, no, I originally envisioned this as a bunch of people showing their stuff because it would be great, if you had your stuff people could see. But I wanted to have like a nice mix, but that everyone fell apart for this thing. Thank you guys for being here because oh man.
The show must go on.
And it is going on. And it happens, and this is, we can chronicle it live now, streaming somewhere. I think.
Content streaming.
Content, yeah, exactly, yeah. Where is this? Is this Friendster live? What do we got?
MySpace.
Okay, yeah, all right.
The Facebook.
Yeah. And so we have this going. Is that, what's the handle for that?
Oh, it's Hannah Draws a Thing on Instagram.
Hannah Draws a Thing on Instagram.
And
yeah.
I guess my log line would be someone once messaged me and said, "These are tragic." That was all it said. I should have printed that out. So if you'd like to encounter tragedy, there it is.
No, but I would recommend that everyone go do it. It's really good. It's very great hand-drawn style, but also the content of it is great. Which for me is all you can want out of like an Instagram page of having art in general. Just like, oh, it looks nice, and oh, it has the message that it's like, oh, I actually can get something from that. There's a perspective being shown there.
I don't think enough artists are positive. I know that that's like a weird thing. Like most people are like, oh, life, it's just terrible, and it's tragic.
Right.
Like I know my
Yeah,
stuff's very tragic, but I think it's very good to be positive.
Oh yeah, no, we all need to have. Everyone just can't be Edgar Allan Poe. Just like.
No, because where do you go with that?
Oh yeah, right. I'm just miserable, but it's from my heart. No, there need to be people like actually giving a little bit more than.
Look at Bob Ross.
Oh yeah, right. Just want to try happy little
Hug of a
That's
man.
it. Yeah, hug of a man. Yeah, that's all you need to be. No, but yeah. Hey, seriously, again, thank you so much for coming here. That was great, and we're gonna do this again. I'm not going to make any monthly promises. I did that before. Just an unrealistic goal for people. Again, no money, and this, what are we going to do? But we're going to do it at a legit place. We'd love to have you back, especially in any of your art next time. Yeah, even if you want any capacity.
I got a couple pieces to read. I always want to, I don't really perform, but I'll try. Can't promise.
Hey, you performed great right there. So I think, coming back would be our pleasure. So thank you.
That's correct.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let me also do the little peek behind the curtain. Let me look at the lineup on my phone. All right, me. That was first. Hannah. Okay. Oh yeah. So our next guest, we have a very special guest. I'm so happy to have him.
Fun in here.
Oh God.
Where's your girlfriend?
This is okay.
Where's your girlfriend?
Huge disclaimer. This is not the guest.
Where's your girlfriend, Jack?
This is. Why are you here?
Oh, because I went to the fair and I found this for you.
Cool news. You gotta.
It just had. Hold on, get pressed down.
Oh, good. Don't want to be tacky. Show price.
This is for you and your friends.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. So having some fun.
I found the blue.
Not the. All right. Let's not the mic. Okay.
What's this? What's going on?
We're having a. Okay. This is the show. We're having a.
Can you take this? The tip. What's going on with the show?
We're about to bring out a guest, actually.
Me? Oh, look at. Oh, I got the ukulele.
What do you, okay, all right.
I
I'd like to bring out an actual guest.
I brought some pens for your friends. Who wants color pens?
Everybody, I'm so sorry. This is Nancy.
Everyone gets color pencil.
She's a neighbor of the show. She lives right upstairs.
These have two colors.
Oh my gosh.
There's purple and.
I'm so sorry. This is yeah. No, I had an actual guest. That's what I wanted to bring out.
You don't get one.
Why? Okay.
Oh, wait, you got a sharpener.
Yeah, there you go.
Everyone, they're collectibles now.
We get the point. It's all. All right. What?
I'm so proud of you.
Why are you putting things on my desk? Junk.
Because,
What?
all right, give it.
Give it. Okay. No. All right.
I have some songs to sing.
I don't
Because
even
I
want to
heard-
approach that
I
subject.
heard in the grapevine that there might not be that many performers tonight,
Oh my God.
and that I had this pretty little thing I got in the back, and I wrote some songs, and I love to sing.
What did you do with the guest? What did you do? I was going to bring out David Letterman. I had pulled so many strings.
David who?
David Letterman, the guest, the talk show. Why? I didn't tell you who he is. He was
Is
obviously
he like a radio man?
from the movie Radio. No, that's so off. What again?
No,
What do you?
okay. See, I don't watch anything on the TV except when I come over to your house every Thursday night.
Why do?
Because The Voice is a good show, man.
You know, if you were, I wish you were my super so you didn't have a key to my apartment. That just seems unethical in
Can I
every
sing
way.
my songs?
Right, if I could just, if there's one song, will you leave?
Two? Or I could
No, why are you doubling? No, what leverage do you
It's
have?
either two songs or I sing the song that awoke me sexually back in 1970 by Joni Mitchell. Is that what you want?
No,
You want me to
no,
sing that on
no.
repeat? Then thank you. I got my list, my set list. All right, so you know I'm a substitute teacher. Up in Harlem, you know, so not a lot of people show up to my class. I guess you're familiar with that. So, and there's a problem that came up in one of my classrooms. One boy came up to me and said, Nancy, I can't say boy.
You can't say boy?
You can't say boy. And I was like, first I was like, what are you talking about? But then he planted a seed right up into my heart.
No.
He took his seed and put it right in my heart. And he meant that he can't say he's going out to hang out with his boyfriends. He can't do boyfriend things. He's afraid to say boy.
Okay.
So I wrote a song, because I felt like that seed needed to expand into a full song for your show.
The wrong metaphor.
My cousin Rudolph showed me how to play YouTube, and then he showed me this ukulele tutorial. It's very nice. Have you heard of YouTube?
YouTube. The band.
YouTube.
Yeah.
No, the internet.
Yeah. Actually, I can't count myself familiar, Nancy. No.
It's fine. It's not okay to say boy. It's It's not okay to say boy. It may be okay for a girl to say girl, but you just never find that with guys. Sometimes there are bound to be days when I bet a man would want to say, I just want to hang out with my boyfriend Dave in a way that's totally gay, but not. Or call up your boyfriends from school, or have a boys' night or two, and celebrate boy power like boyfriends do, with boy talk and a boy barbecue. Have you ever been to a boy barbecue?
No, great. No.
And see, can you hold this, dear?
Put it not on the mic. Oh my God. So many places.
See, I have this special sauce that my dad used to make for the barbecues. Or the boy barbecues, sorry. And,
Special boy sauce?
yeah, his kitchen boy made it for him. And though we're here tonight, I'm just the one gal in a one gal boy band. In the future, you know they'll say, boy, that girl, boy, was right.
That's it. Oh, good. Okay. All right. That's it. Surprisingly better written. I think you could hear
Jay,
the result of that.
have you ever been bullied?
I've been bullied.
Bullied.
I've been bullied.
You know, bullied is good.
I've been bullied.
Jack, don't go to waste.
No, I no. I wasn't bullied.
This next song is for all the gangs out there. Because I work up in East Harlem. And are there any Latinos in the audience? Not a lot of Latinos in your show, Jack? Well, this still...
I think they all canceled.
They all... Well, you don't have enough Latino audience base, okay? Fine. It's just as relevant to a non-Latino crowd, okay? So I'm teaching a school full of a bunch of Latino kindergartens, and a lot of them are getting into gangs these days. It's really scary. See a 5-year-old
Kindergartners?
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. I see them.
Why am I saying?
And I'm just walking these kindergartners along on our field trips that we take every day. And they go up and look at the wall and they say, Miss Nancy, what's a cop gobbler? What do I think? I see penis. Everyone writing penis all over the wall.
I really don't.
Jizz jugglers.
I have not seen something like that. I don't know
Well,
what-
anyway, now that my 5-year-olds know how to spell jizz, before they know how to spell jazz. And so I wrote a song in a hip Latino song.
Nancy, I would just like before you start,
Yeah.
I just have to say, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention this. You are very, very well kept. You are jacked. I just want to point out, you take very good care of yourself. I'm just very glad to see you doing very well. Physically.
I eat my vegetables. And you should eat the vegetables that I bring you. Maybe you play with your pool noodle a little less.
Okay. All right. We can. All right. Let's just.
So next
I
song
didn't agree to.
is called Don't Graffito. Based on a hit song, Despacito.
God in heaven.
Don't graffito, not in the alleys or the streeto, never the statues or gazebos, not on my private property, Don't graffitos, not on subway stores or bus depots. Don't do anything on the concretos. Don't graffitos. Even if your hombres say it's Nito.
All right. That's it. That's enough. We have more than enough. We can just we'll do that. I don't see any way that did not get less racist throughout the song.
It's not racist if they're young.
God, leave the stage. This is over.
Well,
This is.
I hear you at night crying. Because you're all alone without your Nancy.
No, it's for a variety of other reasons.
I'm just gonna go. Thanks.
Please.
I love your friends. I miss them. And I hope they all come to dinner Thursday night at your place.
Give the mic. Okay.
Goodbye.
I don't want to say for sure. I think Nancy killed David Letterman on stage. So you're a part of that news story now. If you guys want to, we're probably going to tape witnesses' accounts after this. So, oh God, I really hope she never comes back, but she will. She will. Now, to 180 completely from that, I would actually like to bring out someone to bring a little music to tonight. My good friend Pete Brown has agreed to share some songs with us, and if you would care to join us, tune it up, Mr. Gunn, right? We playing there's that G.
Shall we begin?
Yes, please.
All right. Well, I've used and I've murdered. I'm a really, really, really bad man, a Satan and a martyr. Nothing ever works out in the end, and I'm broke up and I'm bothered. I said something stupid in bed again. In the doghouse I'm calling. A whisper in the dark says I'm never gonna do this again. All I have to do is survive. Don't fucking die. All I have to do is survive. Don't fucking die. garbage off the street. It's only a 3-mile drive to my home and my wife and my screaming, wretched kids. They still have trouble because I hate myself and my eyes and my face and my heart, and I have my home. The appointment's in 6 months. Until then, I guess I'll get in my truck and pick up the garbage that continues to be in the street. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Hi, my name is Dick, and I'm a sex addict, but I'm also a truck driver. I used to pick up garbage, then when I tried to pick up garbage, now I'm trying to get back on my feet. Today I'm gonna change everything, 'cause I'm sick of being sick of being sick of being sick. The world's too weird and I'm gonna grow a beard and live off the land. 'Cause I can change my life and I can change the world, and I'm gonna be a goddamn superstar. Tomorrow I'm gonna get a permit to conceal and carry, 'cause I'm strong and I'm gone from this town. Next week I'm doing it, I swear, on a beard to live off the land. 'Cause I can change the world and I can change my life, and I'm gonna be a goddamn movie star. Next year when I'm healed and all the money comes in, I'm buying a house down the street from my parents. I'm planning it, I'm doing it, I got it all figured out. 'Cause I can change my life and I can change the world, and I can raise the dead from their graves, and I'm gonna be a goddamn movie star.
Yeah, good to see you. Chat for a second. Oh my god. Thank you very much, man. That was great.
No problem.
It
It wasn't too loud, was it?
No. It couldn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, no. This is just we've been playing the same 2 movies that are just the same, group of 5 people come to them. So it's, they're fine. They wouldn't mind it at all.
Okay.
But we are still in a movie theater shooting this entire thing. This is the weird part.
Are there theaters on each side
Oh,
of
both
us?
sides, yes, exactly. But no, you couldn't, no.
Okay.
It's only if you're outside that you hear it. There's so much soundproofing inside. Even if not, those movies, they could use a little, like that. They could use a little bit of soundtrack like that. No.
Hit, right?
Yeah, right. No, it was, in the sweet spot. No, seriously, thank you, because you were gracious enough to play us out last time with Closing Act.
Yes.
The first show, it was a big hit. Everyone had a great time, and that was, I love that set. This was all, nothing you played last time, right? Yeah.
I was trying to figure that out.
No, but it sounded like there was new stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and this was all self-penned. This was all your
Yes.
your stuff, right? Do you do covers?
I do, and I was going to, but I'm always so nervous to do like finger picking stuff. Like I felt fine when I first got here, and then my hands got free. So
Really? Okay, that can
I
happen.
don't know, kind of a big wuss.
Oh wait, should we be talking into these?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Well, the matter other way. All right, yeah.
It'll still be good for the.
Yeah, it's just no. Yeah, it should. We want to have the behind the scenes kind of, we're just real, kind of ambiance.
All
That's
that
that they can really understand. Yeah. I want wildly different audio sources this entire show.
Yeah.
Which I'm also realizing. Which thank you guys for doing that the question answer bit at the beginning. Which I was like, oh, could any of these microphones pick that up? If you wouldn't mind, to dub all your voices in later. We'll have to. That'll be in post. It's a little secret.
We can send a little. We can each record. Send it.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we could send it. It's recorded your telephone and send it to wow. And we actually really could do that. Yes. Yeah. How long have you been playing music now for?
Long. 15 years probably.
15 years. All right. Hey, man, that's
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Do you still play the kind of stuff you were playing when you first started?
No. No. I originally started playing death metal. I guess you could call it.
Okay. That is. I like how many people I know who start out that way. Who that was the gateway.
Yeah, it's just we had a garage where we could play, so we did it. But it was part of that golden age of scene core with the guys with the extraordinarily long hair going down here,
man,
and the jeans that I'm literally wearing right now. But at the time it looked weird.
Yeah, no. But those would be black. That was that kind of, yeah.
And then the belts, probably multiple belts, maybe.
Multiple belts. Oh yeah, like a bullet belt. I've seen those. Just anything, just like real, like
and then the girls had that hair.
Oh, and like boots with so many buckles. Like if it didn't take you 15 minutes to buckle up, you were not right.
Yeah.
You were doing it wrong. Love it. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it was great times. Great times.
Mm-hmm.
We all were the American idiot. It really was.
Yeah.
But have you? You have this. Is there SoundCloud, Bandcamp?
Yeah, Bandcamp.
Bandcamp. What's that name?
Pete Bruge.
Bandcamp.com. What's the Bruge? What's that spelling on that?
BRUDGE.
Nope.
You're,
What?
BROU.
Did I say BRU? Yeah.
We'll put it at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, but spell it like that.
Yeah, exactly. We'll add it later to the corrections where we.
Thank you.
Where we point out that all the guests of the showcase show stayed at the lovely Days Inn in Long Island City, Queens. Greatest city in the world. What show are you going to tonight? You're about to hop. Who are you about to go see?
There's a show at St. Vitus. The Armed is
The
playing.
Armed. Oh yeah. Hey, cool.
I think Detroit punk rock collective kind of.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be wild. I'm gonna scoot in probably right as they start.
Right. Yeah.
It's actually gonna be perfect.
Great. Where are they playing?
St. Vitus.
Okay. Wait. Where's that?
Brooklyn, somewhere.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Williamsburg.
Yeah. Hey, where I said the one train, take that down, get to the L.
Yeah.
Nothing. But yeah, no, hey man, thank you so much again for coming out, for having this repeat guest. We would love to have you back again.
Yeah, I'll be happy to do it again and maybe actually prepare songs. I do have new things, but
You didn't just come out here and do like an Adam Sandler improv over strumming a guitar. You actually did fully formed songs that you performed.
Maybe next time.
All right. You never know. Yeah. Can only hope. But yeah, thank you again so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you. Excellent. All right. So we have a little. What's that? Okay, yeah. Oh, please, we're going to have an intro for our next little screening here, and it's going to be by one John Papp.
I took my shoes off.
I was going to say, what's the... Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to hear, like, while I was running around.
Consider it. Yeah.
So our comedy acts dropped out, so I decided I'll play some of my... two of the things I completed recently. I edited a trailer for a movie that played at the Boston Film Festival. It was filmed 8 years ago. I'll tell more about it after.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So I'm going to show you that trailer for that movie that I guess did pretty well. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to show you the first 5 minutes of the last movie I made, because the whole thing's like 18 minutes, and
I mean, it's not really that good, but
the first 5 minutes is pretty decent. So
it is. I can attest to that. Yeah.
All right, so
Let's kick it off. All right. And bear with us as John is, of course, running all of the technical part of it. So.
Your form, please, sir.
Your form, please, sir. Your form, please, sir. Your form, please, sir. Your form, please, sir. Your form, please, sir. Your form, please, sir. Your form, please, sir. Your form, please, sir. Your form, please, sir. Your form, please, sir. Your form, please, sir. Your form, please, sir. Your form, please, sir. Your form, please, sir.
The last time the Boston Red Sox won a World Series, the Doughboys were dug in the trenches of France, Mademoiselle Armentières, and finally Johnny King marching home. They found the good
And now here is Marty Barrett, who lined out in the first inning to Dykstra. Change, first right. Pretty apparent back the Mariners using strategies, picking pitches he did on Clemens, and he did on Boggs, and he did with Owens running. Boggs at first, Owens at third, and 2 outs. And he showed him the fastball, 1 ball, 1 strike. When they talk about how he did together, they talk about he has to sell his fastball, he has to show you enough of his fastball to go with his arm speed. And he goes foul, 1 and 2. The Sox scored in the first inning, but they left 2. And the Mets fans want an out. Line drive to the left. And it's a base hit. Scoring is Owens. Stopping him second is Boggs. And once again, Marty Barrett is right in the middle of it. The Sox are on top 2-0. And the Mets can't afford to fall too far.
Interactive choice.
Oh man. Oh my god, that was really good. I had not seen, I guess, that ending before. I knew that there. So this was a music video with 2 alternate endings. I have not seen that in a major, from a major artist. They don't do that. It's always just the one video. That's it.
That wasn't even the official music video. It was kind of a slap in the face because he had a professionally done music video for that song. But that's got 100,000 views on it, which is that's the most popular thing I've ever worked on.
Yeah.
I always forget because it was 8 years ago or 7 or a long time ago.
Yeah. So you shot that with. Explain that relationship there. So that's the solo Serj Tankian, the artist, the main guy from System of a Down.
Yes.
So his solo career. So of a huge band.
Yep.
And you guys just you and John Del Sesto, fellow friend at Fitchburg alum. He was. It's a case where he was a huge System of a Down fan. Wrote to them, wanted to get a job to work for his record company.
Yeah. Stalked them.
Stalked his record company. Yeah. Until he got hired, and then became basically his friend, but working accomplice.
What the British would call a dog's body. Or a Batman, if you will.
A dog's body?
A dog's body. Look it up. It's a person that does. It's another name for the English thing. Weird. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
He was his assistant,
Okay,
and then when it was time for me to go on internship from college, he said, "Why go to some production company place where you could learn the skills of being a filmmaker, which is what I wanted to do." He said, "Just come here and do this internship with me, with this, with Serj and all this stuff." So we did that, and he made us do the music video.
Which is a pretty added perk to, would you guys live in that guy's house for a
Yeah, I lived in his house for 2 weeks, so didn't know, don't tell him. Because he was somewhere else, and John was, so it was good. He's got a nice house, great guy, wonderful person.
He will be watching, so I think that's pretty important. We did have that that's on tape, so that working relationship. Oh my god. But yeah, no, that okay. The first thing you showed there, what was the front? It was for Philly Stampede '86. That was was it the first thing you showed?
Junk Mail.
Junk Mail. So Junk Mail, that's speaking of 7 or 8 years ago. That was a movie made from 8 years ago.
Right. Yeah, it was a student film filmed over spring break 2010, and the director Paul Coleman. For whatever reason, it took him 8 years to finish the movie and screen it.
It's well made. I mean, for what it is, it was.
Yeah, he told me to make a trailer that didn't really sell you or tell you what the movie's about. I'm pretty sure it didn't. I don't know if you understood what was going on there. A guy gets sucked into a mailbox into the world of mail, and it's like a Terry Gilliam type thing. It's interesting. I don't know if it's online. I don't know how you find it. Somewhere.
If you'd like to see it, message Paul Coleman on Facebook, and then if enough people do that, he'll put it online and we can get access to it. But it's good. Terry Gilliam does a good thing where it very kind of shades of Brazil in that.
Yeah.
Especially because a lot of extra work where it was it's the main guy walking through a crowded workplace where there's people walking in every direction, and it legitimately feels like you're just overwhelmed because you're lost in this thing. It's like being in Union Square subway station at 5:15 p.m. and you're trying to somehow get to the 4 or 5 train, but everyone is leaving there's just mass people. There's no way to get through, and people coming from other directions. You're just lost in it, and it was for a college film to kind of nail that feeling. It was and that feeling is nailed in that trailer too.
Our viewers in Ohio won't get that reference of this video.
Now, but this was so made back in Fitchburg. A lot of us, I think, this whole room went to Fitchburg.
A good portion.
A good portion. The majority, I'll just say all of them. Basically, everyone here is my friend from Fitchburg. Fitchburg State University. a college that when I went to it was a college, but the year I went there, they changed it to university, which I thought, oh, they must have, maybe they improved their program, maybe they added to their campus, they won this honor title, university, such a nice, no. University, you just apply for that name, you get it. I think you just like ask, like, can we, or you pay a little bit more. Yeah. I think that was it. Yeah, that's all it is the name to make it sound nicer. You pay more money, which is like that's great. That should be the education system, right? Like that's the
still in debt.
God, best 5 years of our lives. But so a lot of us did their stuff there, and then it's also where you made. The little slice you showed of the short film you made.
Oh, right.
Zambito, 86. It said a Fitchburg film right away, and that I think has a lot of weight behind like that meaning of the Fitchburg film.
Yeah, that's Fitchburg, Massachusetts is like a kind of a rundown mill town. Allegedly the second hilliest city in America after San Francisco.
They said that a lot. Yeah.
It could be true. It's a lot of hills. But it's where I went to school. It's like near where I grew up as a kid. Like Fitchburg is like my Shire, my Asgard.
I really want to go straight to those. I can't understand anything that's pop culture, so thank you for going.
Yeah.
To those.
But I wanted to make it, and it's when you made films in film school, usually your first film revolved around like there's a hitman who owes somebody money, and like at the end he's gonna kill himself, but you don't know if he did it or not. So I kind of wanted to make a movie like that, like a shitty movie. But the star, Chris, he co-produced it, he co-wrote it, and he wrote the story around, or he had some script about a guy who owed money on the night of Game 6 of the 1986 World Series, which, if you're familiar with Red Sox lore, they like really blew it.
The Bill Buckner, ball going through.
Yeah.
People who don't know baseball know, like, kind of, I think Bill Buckner is still a thing of like a legendary fuck up. It couldn't have been easier.
Right.
Catch the thing. No.
Here, though, it's known as like a legendary game for Mets fans. So I'm like, oh yeah, I remember where.
Right when they.
So I just wanted to make a movie based on that. Like, what would probably happen if like some loser guy made a bet that he couldn't pay back. The movie's alright, we filmed it 12 pages in one day.
One day, I was there for that day.
Got
one
a bar
day
for free.
Yes.
It took me a year and a half to edit, not because I just was lazy, I guess. I didn't care.
Yeah.
We might make a sequel soon. It's like a remake. Because there were some like focus issues, technical issues that I wasn't really too proud of.
Again, one day to make a film. Where, that's, some things in it are not going to be, the perfect smoothed out thing. But I've seen it, it's completely watchable. It's not like for something made in a day. It tells a complete story.
Yeah.
You get everything about it.
It's not shitty.
No. But forget a movie made in a day. It's just like its own category compared to stuff.
Yeah.
And,
Just watch it and squint a little bit.
Yeah.
And
right.
It'll,
so that next one would be cool. I would look forward to that. But thanks for showing that.
No problem.
Slicey work. But is there anything you want to plug?
The Good Fight on CBS All Access, the show that my blood, sweat, and tears went into over the last few months. You guys should watch it. And hopefully, I don't know, season 3, maybe?
We'll find out, yeah. Watch it or he won't have a job, so please just sign up for the free month. You have to put that in your card, try to remember, set a reminder, and even if you don't, just help. Just help out. It's really easy to do. But thank you, John. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. Also manning the cameras, so thank you for doing all that. And that would actually bring it to the last act of the show, which actually would make a pretty good time. Oh yeah, 9:30. We have a special screening here, something that is from the warped brain of our own Michael Vanderpoel. Put this together. It's a great little short that also features our own Hannah Vanderpoel, who is also two Vanderpoels, not spelled the same way. One has an E for a second E, and if they're pronounced the same, it's confusing, but it couldn't be more fitting. But on a serious note, I would like to thank seriously these two guys, John and Vander, because this would not happen without them. They did so much, like that SNL thing that I dreamed up by just thinking it would be really funny to do this thing, and Vander, of course, secured a like way better looking camera than needed, and edited all that with all the titles and the music. It was so good. And John filming this thing live. We're gonna have it filmed. You can go watch it later. Yeah, seriously, this is a dumb idea I had, and it's become a reality because of those guys. So they pretty great, pretty fucking great, I would say. But yeah, I think it's time to watch this short. Is this Pompey at the Park?
Yeah, Pompey at the Park.
Pompey at the Park.
I think that's the title.
Sure.
It's called Final Export Impact.
This is the worst lunch. There's a Tide Pod. How'd that get in here? What are you? A little bit spicy? A little bit curry? A lot of it disgusting? What's that? Ice cream! Wait! Can I get some ice cream?
Oh man, you're gonna have to bear with me because this is the first time anyone's asked me this question my whole career. So what do I got? Okay. I have imitation Malibu rum raisin. It's you have to show ID for that one. It's a little extra. I have steak. I have diabetic steak. I've got almond fritter. I have clover with espresso drizzle.
How much is the ice cream?
The espresso drizzle, because that's an extra, so that's going to be about $40 extra. But if you just want the clover, it'll be $2.
Oh.
I mean, I guess I could probably throw in the espresso drizzle for maybe I don't know, I could cut you a discount. Maybe we could say 40 cents.
Oh, but oh no. Okay. I'm gonna starve. I got no money.
It's so sad. So sorry.
I'm broke. I broke my lunch. I don't got any money. I know I haven't paid rent in 3 months.
How are you getting by?
I don't know!
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Can I have some ice cream, please?
Well, I have a problem with guilt, so I'm gonna lose my job if my boss sees me giving more free ice cream to people. You also don't seem human, and that seems like it's a problem.
Can I get it for free? How about if it's for free? Please.
I'm feeling warm. You know what?
I need it. Please. I want the ice cream for free, please. For me.
Ice cream? Excuse me. Would you like to donate some ice cream to us little orphans? We're so little and so hungry. I just want a scoop. Just one scoop.
Hello, my name is Frank, and I am your surprise boss for the day. I know it's a little scary. I was hiding out in those bushes, and I could not help but notice that you gave away free ice cream to that orphan over there. And I just wanted to say that, yes, I am aware that, being an orphan is hard and all, and we all want free ice cream. And, hey, I love ice cream, and I love free ice cream even more. But I just wanted to say that I think you know that ice cream isn't free.
Darling, it's me, your erring father, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm so proud of you. And are you there, sweetheart? Are you there? It's my school.
Hey, listen, if people are free ice cream, just blame me. Just say, hey, my stupid boss hiding over there in the bushes does not like it when I give away free ice cream. And don't always say my name. If they seem like they're upset, just call the police right away. Hello?
Hello. I just wanted to let you know that I'm very fond of you as my daughter. And I'm very proud of you for keeping that stupid ice cream job. Because it has helped me so much over these last most painful years of my life.
And I had to let the CEO know about your crime that you did because it was stealing. And he said that I should fire you. But I said, no, we don't have to fire her because, she does do her job very well, I might add. You always smile. Good evening. Let me just start off by saying how proud I am of you, our ice cream soldier serving the front lines of our great country. But let me also state that it is under the impression of the ice cream financial institution that you have been giving away free ice cream, and I wanted to let you know personally, as the chief founding CEO, that I am very disappointed in your behavior. That is not only a socialist activity you are participating in and un-American. I just wanted to let you know that you are stealing directly from my pocket.
And I just wanted to thank you for putting up with that dumb capitalist pig of a boss you have. Because it's very important, very, very, very important that you keep this job intact. Because I have received a new medical bill in the mail. It must have been very large because as soon as I saw it, I just was immediately stricken blind. I have to go to the hospital again. I guess that'll be another bill. I understand.
If you mess up one more time, I'm just going to, well, first of all, I'm already taking that ice cream out of your bag. So I'm just going to, you got one more strike left and then you're out. But have a nice day. Nice to meet you. And I'm watching you. Always watching from the bushes. It could be this bush, it could be that bush, it could be here. If you do anything that hurts my company, I will start to do things that hurt your company of friends and family that depend on this job greatly, and I will just take your job and throw it away, and you will be homeless, and nobody will be there to feed you ice cream when you are down on your dumps. Who do you think you are giving away free ice cream? You're not Jesus Christ of Nazareth, no. No, you are just some lady giving away free ice cream, stealing from me. You are not doing this because you are holy. You are doing this because you crave popularity.
So when you get this message, please don't call me back as it will alarm me and set off my heart again. But please, just come over here and let's read this new bill together. And we can do it. We can do it. Just say it with me. We can do it. I love you.
Hello? Hello?
Wait, is it your birthday?
No.
Are you a U.S. serviceman honorably discharged?
No.
Are you a student?
No.
Do you live in the neighborhood?
No.
Do you have any ID of any kind?
Yes. But it's not legal?
Do you drive? Can you tell me that you've driven?
Never.
Damn, that was the last option. I definitely cannot give you anything for free.
Okay. I'm gonna go starve to death.
Wait. Wait! Ma'am! I have something for you.
Everybody gets snacks.
We got strawberry sundae.
There's choices.
Yeah, dulce de leche.
Also, do
You got
spoons
I'm
not
too.
and I think it's like vanilla. Can you take this?
No, I'm on my way.
You are? Okay. Ben. Can I get this here?
Thank you.
Okay.
So generous of you. First the pencil.
Okay, we got
Should I use the pencil as a spoon?
Wait, what do you want?
Keep it this.
I got vanilla.
I know. Well, late comers with some
Thanks, Xander.
You're welcome.
Will you make them?
Here, you take the
So for anyone watching this after the fact, goodbye, Pete Brown. Thanks, Pete.
Bye, Pete.
For anyone watching at home, just gave out free ice cream to everyone in attendance, multiple flavors. So this is what you get for not coming to a live event. This is, get your game together next time. But actually, is that
Oh, John, the outro thing.
Oh, yeah.
So we thank you guys all for coming again for this. This was seriously just like very secondhand kind of like slap together thing, and we and so I just bottom of my heart means a lot. Thank you so much for coming here. This is I never dreamed it would happen. I never did. And we made it here. Thank you everyone who came out. Thank you Lincoln Center. Thank you. Oh my God, the musical guests. Thank you so much. The greatest city in the world. Thank you.
That's look like a weird guy.
Just want to shake your hand. All right, that's it. Thanks everybody. Hey.